All right, so I'm really hesitant to make this video because I don't want to make myself sound a certain way that I could if I make this video. But I'm going to do it because this is my life, this is my experience. I want to share because there's a really positive message that's associated with this video despite how like skanky I might sound. So, preface. This is a no slut shaming zone, so if you have a problem with people having and enjoying sex, then leave this video and don't watch. If you know me, don't watch the video because it's personal. The end. There's my disclaimer. So, quick details. I joined a hookup app like a week ago, a little over a week ago, because I was like, this testosterone was driving me insane because I was off it for 2 weeks, and then like my sex drive got completely like reinstated, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? So I was like, time to like get the real thing instead of, doing it on my own all the time. So, I had like a couple hookups that were like really awful because like just I don't even want to get into the details, but just nothing good came of two very specific hookups. I've only hooked up with 4 people total. So the first 2 were awful, and then the second 2 were amazing. But the reason I'm making this video is not to talk about the people that I've slept with in the past week, or to brag, or to anything. The reason I'm making this video is because I learned something extraordinarily important this week that changed my life, and that maybe by hearing this from another trans person, other trans people that like feel the way that I did can like get some solace and be like, no, I'm amazing. So I was under the false idea that because I'm trans that no one wants to have sex with me and that my body is wrong and that I'm gross. I've been on T for a year, so for those of you that know the side effects of T, you know that has an effect on your bottom area and the way that things look. So I thought that my downstairs area was really gross and that it was something that people would be disgusted by and not know how to work with and would look at it and go, what the fuck is that? And just no one would want to be with me. So I was scared of my anatomy grossing people out, but I also thought just because I'm trans that no one would want to sleep with me because I was gross or an abomination or whatever people think about trans people. And I was proven it's dark in this bitch. I was proven very wrong within a couple of like hours of being on this app, because I get like at least 5 messages a day from people, which doesn't sound like a lot, but personally I think it is, because like I always thought that I wasn't attractive and that I was gross and ugly and that no one would ever want to talk to me despite me being trans, because I don't have a very high self-confidence. But I started getting all these messages from people like, hey cutie, hey sexy, like you're cute, like whatever, just like really nice messages. And I'm like, oh, are you looking at the right person? Like, are you looking at the right picture? Are you really talking about me? So like I had people like commenting on like my face and stuff and my smile, and I was like, okay, this is nice. But then when it turned like sexual to people saying that they like wanted to do things to me, I was like, really? And if I ever considered having sex with people, and by the way, I would like to say that I'm done sleeping with random people. I had my week of fun, and now I'm like, I'm going to keep it to like 1 or 2 people that I actually had like a legit connection with, because I don't want to just meet random people anymore and die or something like that. So I'm done. But, I'm making this video for a reason, because I learned a lot. So basically, what I learned is that I am valid in my identity as a male, that I am worthy of affection and attention, and that I deserve respect. These are, I kid you not, the biggest fear that I had in my life was having sex after coming out as trans. I was like, this is like the mecca of like trust and just like vulnerability, and I was like, I don't think I can do this with anybody, and I was obviously proven wrong multiple times this week. But I think the most amazing thing is the way that people identified and respected my identity, in the sense of calling me, whether it's handsome or saying that they wanted to do specific things. Basically what I'm walking around right now is that people referred to my anatomy the way that I identify it. Okay? And I'm not gonna like get all graphic and shit, but like just use your imagination and assume that I think of my anatomy with male gendered terms. And the fact that I was like, no one's ever gonna think of it like that, like, man, like, this is a pipe dream. And I've been proven wrong on every account that any interaction I've had this week. No one has been disrespectful. No one has called it any words that I don't want it called. And to have these partners that I've been with be so respectful and interested and like eager to like explore my body is really liberating and incredible, because I didn't think that would ever be possible. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not confusing sex for intimacy or love, but there's a certain amount of validation that comes from it I don't know. And this one guy in particular, with the way that he talks about me, and this is like really important. This is really important. The way he talks about me almost takes away every negative thing that anyone has ever said about me. The misgendering, people on my YouTube telling me that I look and sound like a girl, being misgendered every day and calling miss, ma'am, her, she. To be seen as a man by another man. I didn't mention the people I'm hooking up with are men. They're cis men. To be validated by these cis men, who I like long to be and never will be, is a really beautiful thing. So this guy in particular has taken away almost every terrible thing someone has said about me just by seeing me as me. And I think it's kind of sad that it took a hookup app for me to realize this and to feel validated, but I mean, hey, whatever gets you there. Now, I'm not saying go join like Scruff or Grindr and like fuck random people. That's not what I'm suggesting. But the whole point of this video is you, whether you're non-binary, FTM, MTF, whatever, even cis, whatever you are valid. You deserve respect. You deserve to be referred to as the way that you want to. The way you refer to your anatomy is valid, and however you see yourself is allowed, and that should be respected by anyone, especially that you're going to be intimate with, but people that you surround yourself with. Fuck the people on the streets. People are going to be dumb as motherfuckers and maybe call you names and think you're gross or whatever. Those people don't matter. I know it hurts. Believe me, I'm hurt every single day by what people say. But if anything this week has taught me is that like I am able to be seen as who I am, and I didn't think that was possible. I really didn't think that was possible. So just like hang in there. Again, I'm not saying go be like a whore and suck every dick that you see walking by, but just know that if you are trans and you feel that you're unlovable or gross or wrong in your body, that's not true, that there are people that will care about you and eventually will love you for you. I hate that it took me a year of being out to realize this, and I hate that it took me 26 years of my life to feel wanted, but again, everything happens for a reason. So that's what I would like people to take away from this, is that you matter, man. Like, don't let anyone make you feel bad about yourself, and especially about your body. Like, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, just don't let anyone make you feel bad about yourself, because I don't ever want to feel how I did before. Having this like knowledge of what it means to feel like a man and to be treated and respected as one. I don't ever want to feel how I did before ever again. So that is my message. Please don't judge me. Don't write any mean comments. Sex is normal, but yeah, it's been It's been a good week. So I hope you have a good week. And thank you so much for watching. If you watched this whole thing, grab yourself a motherfucking cookie, fuckers, because, like, this was a long video, but I hope it was helpful to at least, like, one person. So